First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash. Yahweh is who this world ignorantly calls God. Yahushai is who this world ignorantly calls Jesus. Bahashem means in the name, Rakak means spirit, and Quadash means holy. And that's on the Paleo Hebrew. I also want to give double honors to the outer bishops and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Today's lesson, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to title it, but I pretty much wanted to deal with the fact of what's been going on lately, okay, in the military of America, right? Here I searched up Army number news, okay, and we get all these articles going into how Army numbers smallest since World War II, what units face cuts in 2024, every branch of the U.S. military struggling to meet its 22 recruiting, U.S. military sees record-breaking low recruitment numbers, right, and it just keeps going on and on, okay, and the reason I brought this out, okay, is because this is prophecy. It was prophesied that this was going to happen, right? And, going even deeper into this topic, the reason this is happening is because the men are a bunch of pussies. No other way to put it. The men are a bunch of women. Okay, that was also prophecy that was going to happen, right? And let's start with it. I'm going to go straight into the lesson. Jeremiah chapter 31 and verse 22, it says, "How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahweh hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man." Right? And it says, it's a new thing because, before these societies, we've never seen the things we're seeing today. Right? You had the patriarch, right? You had the order. You had God, right? As they call them. You had Jesus. Then you had the man and the woman, right? In the correct terms, it's Yahweh, Yahushai, the man and the woman. Right? That was the order of how things ran. Right? The woman wasn't out here fighting no wars. The woman wasn't out here voicing her opinion, running her mouth. Okay, that was the thing that was shunned at. Okay, our brother posted a picture of, they used to put these women in metal boxes, right? Metal boxes around their heads if they were too talkative, right? Because that's something to be looked down upon. A woman it says that a loving woman is silent, roughly paraphrasing. Right? To be a woman, you have to have certain attributes, certain characteristics. To be a man, you have to have certain attributes, certain characteristics. You have to be a leader. You have to be confident. You have to be bold, right? On the other hand, woman, she has to be submissive, right? Cook, clean, take care of the children, right? We all have our order that we're supposed to be doing that. When you get out of that order, that's when problems arise, right? That's why America has a 75 to 85% divorce rate, okay, breaking up rate. Is because the order is flipped, right? And it's because of this prophecy. The wicked are ruling this earth right now. Once again, it says, "For Yahweh hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man." Right? And that word compass pretty much goes into run around, right? That's what women do nowadays. They run around men, run circles around them because these men have been simplified, right? They've been brought to a low estate. Okay, that's why they don't want to go out here and fight for America. Right? They're also realizing, this place don't benefit me. You tripping, right? You think I'm gonna go and fight for a country that doesn't fuck with me, that doesn't benefit me, that isn't helping me. Right? They're also realizing that too. But couple hundred years ago, America used to be one of the most patriotic nations, right? Talking about it's proud to be an American, right? And just going out there, guns blazing. But over time, what this devil has done is that he's been putting soy in the food, right, which that lowers testosterone. He's been making it so it's difficult for men to find women, right? He's been making it all types of scenarios, okay? Porn, right, destroys a man's libido, right, constantly busting nuts. That's not healthy, right? If you have something, I forgot how the medicals go into it, the professionals. Pretty much, a lot of these men are in the mentality of, I could get my nut off by just a couple minutes looking at my phone. What's the point of getting a real woman, right? Just completely on a low level, okay? And that was all prophecy, right? These men are not going to they're not going to go out here and fight no war. Right? These are a whole lot of beta male simps. Okay, a true man is a man that follows the ways of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the law, statutes, and commandments, right? Because that's ultimately the original, moral law, right? Whether you believe it or not, all the laws and morality that we have goes back to the Bible, the first. So I fight that, right? But let's get this other scripture. I'm gonna make this a quick video. Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 16. It says, in that day, Egypt, and this Egypt is talking about is America, right? It's not talking about ancient Egypt. America has many names, sometimes called Babylon, sometimes called Assyria, Nineveh, Sodom, Gomorrah. Okay, it has many names. But here it's talking about America. It says, in that day shall Egypt be like unto woman, and they shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of Yahweh of hosts, which he shaketh over it. Right? Hey, that reminds me of, I think it was Jeremiah chapter 50, where it goes into, alas, alas, right? For that day is great. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, right? Going into how, hey, why do I see these men bent over, right? Whining, groaning like women in travail, like a woman that's pregnant. Okay, going into how, hey, these men, so-called men, are going to be out here in the streets like women, man, crying, bawling when shit hits the fan. Because they're going to realize I'm useless, right? Like that guy in Save the World or Leave the World Behind, the white dude. In the movie, he's all like, I'm useless, right? I'm useless. Help me. Telling to the black guy that had information about doing this and that. Help my son, right? Help my son, I'm useless. Right, that's exactly how a majority of these guys out here are going to be, right? Useless, okay? Because they don't have Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, and they've been in this simp mentality, this simp society that puts the woman over the man, which is completely out of nature, right? And Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, hey, I heard a brother say today, right, a lot of the trials and tribulations us men go through is to make us men, right? To purge all those simplified qualities that we once had. Right, and make us into acceptable men, right? Hey, that reminds me of the Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, where it goes into how, hey, acceptable men are going to come out of that furnace of adversity, right? That furnace of affliction, right? If you're not acceptable, you're going to burn in it, right? You're not going to be able to hold the temptations, all the types of hell that's going to come upon you, and you're just going to ultimately fade away. But those that stand, hey, those are the true men, right? Those that withstood that fire, okay? But the point I was going into is it says that Egypt shall be like unto women, right? That's exactly what we're seeing today, right? And it's for a reason. It was prophesied that it was going to be this way, okay? If we go into Jeremiah chapter 50, I have it right here, Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 29, it's actually going to, show exactly what we just saw in the news, how these people don't want to go into war, pretty much. It says, and the land shall tremble in sorrow, for every purpose of Yahweh shall be performed against Babylon. Babylon here is talking about is America. To make the land of Babylon a desolation without an inhabitant. Right? Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, and he's going to put the spirit upon these other nations to shoot those ICBMs. Right? To shoot those missiles over here on the soils of America and make this place a desert. Right? Completely annihilate this place off the face of the map. Right? And nobody's going to ever inhabit this land again. It says, the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. Their might hath failed. They became as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. Okay, and you can't tell me that's exactly what we're seeing right here. Right? You can't tell me that's not exactly what we're seeing right here. Right? Military numbers steady decreasing. Record-breaking low numbers. As it says, the mighty men of Babylon, they don't want to go out to fight. They're going to stay in their houses. They're going to become as women, right? Because of the mentality that the society pushes, okay? And ultimately goes back to the prophecies, right? Hey, the water Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai for taking me out of that simp mindset, right? And showing me my true nature, who I really am and how I'm supposed to live, okay? Because these men out here, they're going to be in the sword case, right? They're not going to know what to do when shit hits the fan. Okay, because they lack faith, and ultimately they haven't gone through those trials to be made acceptable, right? They haven't gotten rid of those shitty qualities. Hey, shit's gonna be hit, shit's gonna hit the fan, and they're gonna be asking their woman, hey, what should we do, honey? Right? What should we do, honey? Right? You know how that woman's gonna look at you in that day like a straight pussy, because the man is supposed to be the leader. The man is supposed to be the one saying, let's go over here, let's do this. Right, I want you over here, right? Showing her what to do, how to do it, okay? Defending her, okay? That's why it says in Isaiah that in that day a man shall be worth more than the fine gold of Ophir, right? A man, an elect man, is going to be worth more than gold, okay? Because he's going to have faith. And ultimately, he's going to be built up to withstand everything that comes his way, because he went through those trials and those tribulations. Right? That's why it says in Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 1. Let's read it. Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 1, it says, "And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach." Right? And that number 7, right, is going into completion. Right? It might be 3, it might be 10, it might be 20, it might be 1. Right? The point is that women are going to be looking for that elect man, okay, to take away their reproach. And the way that's going to happen is pretty much sex, right? When you guys have sex, hey, you're taking away her reproach, right? She's pretty much yours now, okay? If she's dealing good with you, hey, she's pretty much taking away her reproach, right? She's bringing her name, your name, you're putting it in her, right? It says, "In that day, a woman shall be saved through childbearing." Right? You can go and find those scriptures. Right? But the point is that these women, soon to come, the tables are going to turn. Right? The tables are going to turn, and those men that these women hate, so-called nowadays, those toxic, masculine men that they hate, those are going to be the ones that they're going to be looking for when they can't find food, when they can't find water, when they can't defend themselves from other men. Right? They're going to be out here like chickens. Right? Like chickens in the crosshair, completely defenseless. So, we're about to see some crazy things come to pass, and the Heavenly Father, he's showing the signs, right? He's showing that he's turning things up, and it's only going to get worse and worse. So, just wanted to bring out the prophecies and how it ties to current events, because that's the part of the watchman, man, is to constantly watch and show what times we're in, right? And ultimately, build that foundation for the elect out there, right? Show you precepts you've probably never read, right? Give you the explanation of why things are happening in the world, tell you what's going to happen in the future, right? America is going to be destroyed via nuclear missiles. That's written in the Bible. By all nations, America is going to be destroyed by nuclear missiles. But before that happens, the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, has to be fully made mandatory, okay? Also, we're going to have the famine of the word, where the prophets are not going to be out there speaking no more, right? So those are things that we look forward to, and it's all going to happen. Abra-Tazah. So hopefully this was edifying. With that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash, and double honors to the elder bishops and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Shalom to you, like Shalom.